In this video we're going to be looking at the next part of the internal links task, which is to use a box for the features page that's also going to have the same size or dimensions as the previous two buttons that we created, but it has to have a particular color, and then it needs to have a text box with the name features in there with a particular header tag. So on Photoshop, File, New, make sure the canvas size is exactly as it says on exam paper, 400/200 RGB, press OK. Now I'm going to double click this padlock here so we can take it out, and we need to have a specific color here. So if you look here, it says that they want this background to be 333333. We've got the size, so we're on this one now. Go in here and we can simply just click on here and just type in the number 333333 and press enter, and we just simply get the paint bucket, click in the background, there it is, done. So that is the second part done. So we've got the box and we've got the color. The next part is to get a header and text, and we can't do this here. It's best to put this box into the actual the web page, and then we can put a text in there and change the tag itself. So it seems relatively easy. So what we're going to do is save this, File, and save for web and devices. JPEG is fine, it's saved here, and we're just going to call this box. In fact, let's call it features box. There we go, and save. We come back over here and we're going to insert it. Now you'll notice that I've put these here side by side, and we've got this text here that I still want to keep, but if we put it here it's going to push the page out and we don't want to lose that symmetry. So what I'm thinking would work best is if I split this table here and have two rows. There we go, and I'm going to push this one into this area here, and let's split these up as well. I'm going to have to do one at a time. Right click, split, split, and I'm okay with that. And drag this one here, and then we go here and split this as well. There we go, and we can merge these here at the top to have these together, and then we have the space here for the third box, which is what I'm going to do now. Since I've saved it, I can go to simply go insert, and because there's not a rollover, we're going to just keep it as it is. We're going to go to image and find the picture, because it's only one image, so we don't need it to be a rollover. So it's a simple image, features box, there it is, press OK and say no to that. Alternative text, we're just going to call this features box. There we go. Now we want them to be all symmetrical, and there needs to be some kind of consistency as well. You can see there's a higher gap, a large gap here versus this one here. Now we could very simply select these here and merge them, and then there's no gap anymore, and then we can have this centered as well, yeah, by going here and then clicking on this button here, align center. Now it's bang in the middle, it's perfect. And all we need to do is put the text in here, which needs to say features, and then we need to change the tag to H1. So to do that, I'm just going to zoom in so we can see it a little bit better. If we click here, there you go. And what we need is really an app div. I believe it's in, there it is. So layout objects, app div. Now this can be a little awkward because what it might look like here may not match what it looks like on the preview mode. So for now we're just going to type it in. So it's features, they just want the word features. There it is, features. So we come in here and we type in features. We select it, so Control and A, or you can simply highlight it. And I'm going to make it white for now, just so we can see it a little bit better. There we go. And what we need to do is while it's highlighted, we can go to the code mode here and find it here. So there we go. And all we need to do is literally type in the tag that they mention. and I believe it was H2. Let's double check. H1, sorry, H1. And we close it. So we've got the bracket, H1 bracket. Then you come to the end here, bracket open, close, which is the dash H1. And it's basically automatically taking the H1 from here into there. Because I put the close slash here, it's recognized I'm closing that H1 tag. So all I need to do is go to the design, and you'll see it's already done for me. And all I need to do now really is just to click on the edge and reduce the size, and perhaps just go right to the end here. It's central, which is great, and then push it down to match the one on the left as best as it can. Okay, and then all I gotta do is save it. Control and S is the easiest way, but you could always go to File and Save. Yep, it's grayed out now because I've already saved it. And then we're just gonna test it by opening it on Chrome and taking a look at what it shows. So you can see all there, and if I highlight or take my mouse over this, you can see it's interacting with my mouse or the cursor. So them two are fine, and that's there. We haven't done anything to that just yet. I could afford to maybe push this down a little bit more. Yep, so feel free to do that. So push this down, just click on here, and perhaps just move with the cursor, so the arrows in your keyboard. If you want to just move it slightly, you can just go up and down on the using the arrows of your keyboard rather than dragging it up and down with your cursor. It can be a little bit more precise this way. So save, I'm going to go back over here, refresh the page, and there you go, you can see it's a bit lower down. Now that means we've done all of that as well. So we've basically done all of this. The next thing is position the two images and the box next to each other in a horizontal line across the features page. We've done that. Horizontal, yeah, so side by side across the features page. So we can see it says features here, and it says features here at the top as well. So we can tick that off. The last thing is to add appropriate links for all three of them. Okay, so very simply, going back into here, we can click on this, and like the buttons on your navigation bar, you simply go into here and you choose the right page. Okay, let me just remind myself, I've got very poor memory here. Web design page, so I'll click on that, and I must go to the correct folder. There we go. It's that one, and then web pages, and we want the web design page. There we go, and press OK. Done. Next one is design trends page, so I'm going to go into there, do the same thing. There it is, design trends, press OK, done. And this one here, I'm going to just highlight it, and I'm going to make it a hyperlink. So insert hyperlink. In fact, might be better just to go from the outside. So if you click on the back of the box, we can just go into here and just click on features. So we'll test something first, just to make sure this is actually 100% perfect. Just going to go on to here, saved it, refresh the page, go down. If I click here, it's just going to take me to the top, which is great. But will it work if I go on the text? No, you can see it doesn't work if I go on the text. Can you see? So what I need to do is make sure there is a link on the features as well. So I click on the outside of this. There we go. And we're going to go to insert hyperlink, and we're just going to basically go straight to the features one here as well. And we can just the text is fine, target's fine, to keep that as it is, press OK, and that is that. Save it. It seems like it's moved a little bit, but I'm just going to test it first before. Yes, it has. So all I got to do is brought up a text here, so I'm going to have to go back over here. And maybe go back. I'm going to Control and Z, which is undo, and try that again. There is no link, is there? So a quick check. No. Okay, so insert hyperlink, and I'm going to go straight to features. There you go. Oh, that's fine. Yep, press OK. I'm not sure why it's actually doing that. I wonder if it's better if I just highlight this, insert hyperlink, do it one last time, features, press OK. Yeah, that's what it is. So hyperlink basically, ladies and gents, has to use text for it to work. Because I clicked on the outskirts, the border of the app div, it couldn't find the text, so it applied its own text on the side. Now because I highlighted the word instead, it's using that text now. Now this isn't ideal. I mean, obviously it still looks better than having an additional text on the side like this here. If I refresh this now, you'll see it's not, there's nothing there. But the problem with this, obviously you can't see it as well, although the font is correct. If I highlight this and go to the code, you'll see the H1 tag there and there are still there. They're still available. Nevertheless, we do have it there, and that's the main point. And that's basically it. Double check this, make sure, yes, appropriate link. So that is that section finished.